Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Miyabi Kit is finally out. She's an amazing looking character. Her animations are top notch. She also has a very interesting gimmick, frost damage and frost anomaly. How does this stuff work? Stick around and you'll find out within this video. But before I talk about her kit, I would like to let you know that a lot of you guys who watch me are not subscribed to me, and if you enjoy this type of videos, just as a friendly reminder, you can subscribe and support me. Thank you very much. And now let's continue with Miyabi Kit analysis. We will start from her base stats. As you can see, the most interesting thing here is that her element is designated as Frost. I would like to talk about this first before I go over the rest of her kit, so it's going to be less confusing. As you can see here on the screen, the Frost attribute will calculate damage and buff effects based on the Ice attribute, dealing Frost damage while accumulating Frost anomaly build up to the enemy. So effectively, this Frost element is still Ice damage, however it is a separate on its own anomaly build up meter compared to Ice, and this Frost anomaly still has freeze and frostbite effects. This freeze effect is able to immobilize the targets for a period of time, so technically you also have a freeze with Frost. The shadow effect will be triggered when the freeze effect ends, interrupting the enemy actions and dealing Frost damage. Also very interesting thing is that this frostbite effect will increase the crit damage dealt to a target for a period of time. Yes, Miyabi also has crit stuff within her kit, and now that you have a general understanding how this Frost attribute works, let's continue with the rest of the kit. Basic attack, Windflower, just a regular basic attack which has physical damage and then these 3 hits of Frost damage. And then her basic attack, Frost Moon. This one has a very interesting stacking mechanic. When you have multiple stacks of Frost Fall, you can hold the basic or special to activate it. So you can consume 2 stacks of Frostfall up to 3 times, meaning in total it's 6 stacks. And this way you will deal massive AoE damage with Miyabi, and of course she's also invulnerable during this attack. And also the start of the battle, she will start immediately with 3 stacks of Frostfall, so you should be able to get, at least in the opener, relatively quickly these stacks. There are multiple ways how she gains these Frostfall stacks, and we'll get to that. Special skills, special attack Deep Snow. This is a regular X special attack. Generally, I don't think you'll be really using this one over the X special attack, which when you have the energy. X special attack Flying Snow, it will cost 40 energy, and when using this skill, she will gain 2 stacks of Frostfall. So this is one of the ways how she gets these Frostfall stacks, so she can do strong hold basic attack with 6 stacks. And also, after using this skill, if she has enough energy, you can press the special again to consume additional energy to perform a follow-up attack, which will also give you an additional 2 stacks of Frostfall. So in the opener, you should have enough energy. She already starts with 3 stacks, and then you should be able to get 4 stacks from here. So you will start immediately, at least in the opener, with 6 stacks of Frostfall. But generally, having enough energy so you can get these stacks as quickly as possible will definitely be very useful and helpful. I'll also quickly go over the dodge skill. It's just regular stuff, nothing really out of the ordinary in itself, just regular dodge, dash attack, dodge counter. And now let's talk about her chain skills. Chain attack, nothing out of the ordinary with this one. And then let's talk about her ultimate, Residual Snow. When using this ultimate, she will also gain 2 stacks of Frost Fall. This is another way how you can get the stacks. So technically, by using her X special skill with enough energy to use the follow-up attack, you'll have 4 stacks of Frostfall, and then the ultimate, it's another 2, you'll have 6, and then you can do like really big bursts amount of damage. Now let's also quickly go over her assist skills before we go into her core passive. Assist skill, pretty much regular stuff. She does have a defensive assist, so Caesar will work if you're interested in using Caesar with Miyabi. And now let's finally talk about her core skill. Her core passive called Flame. When Miyabi deals frost damage to an enemy, she will apply Ice Flame to the target for 20 seconds. And also when Miyabi accumulates Frost Anomaly buildup, she will have an independent Attribute Anomaly accumulation meter, which can trigger special Freeze, Shatter, and Frostbite effects, which can trigger Disorder, with other Attribute Anomaly effects, including Ice Attribute Anomaly effects. This is quite interesting because the Frost damage itself, it is still Ice Attribute damage, but it is here considered to be different. Also, when Frostburn Break is triggered, Miyabi gains 1 stack of Frostfall, triggering once every 10 seconds. So this is another way how she can get Frostfall stacks, but there is also one more way how she can get Frostfall stacks from her base kit, which comes from her additional ability. Her additional ability will be active if she's being played with an Anomaly character or if the character shares the same faction as Miyabi. This is very interesting because, for example, Yanagi is either same element or Anomaly. Meanwhile, for Miyabi, it's back to faction. The additional ability will increase her basic attack Frost Moon by 50%. This is her hard-hitting basic attack where you have 6 Frostfall stacks. This is her strong basic attack that deals a lot of damage, especially if you have 6 stacks of Frostfall. So having this 50% damage boost is pretty nice. But more importantly, when any character in the party triggers the Disorder effect, Miyabi gains 3 stack of Frostfall. I also assume that Yanagi's special Polarity Disorder thingy does work with this passive as well, which means that Miyabi should be able to get even faster stacks of Frostfall. And during the next Frost Moon stance, basic attack Frost Moon will also ignore 25% ice resistance. So yes, by having the additional ability, your charge attack, especially with 6 stacks, will do massive amount of damage. So it's extremely important that you do have this additional ability active. Regarding team options, I would say that Miyabi is very flexible. She's definitely gonna work really well with Yanagi angle, like Yanagi Burnies Miyabi, but you can also see a potential with Lighter, such as Lighter Burnies with Miyabi. I think this could be also very legit team as well. And also this would make Lighter more desirable, because right now in the community there's a lot of talk about Lighter, like what's the point of him, where he's going to be used just for Ellen Joe rerun or something like that. And now that we also see that she has crit stuff within her kit as well, I would say that Lighter angle seems much more realistic for Miyabi as well. But do know that if you play Lighter with Miyabi, Lighter will not have additional ability unless if you play with Burnies, and Burnies would also provide additional ability for Miyabi, since Miyabi needs an Anomaly. So the only realistic combination I would see that would work really well for Lighter with Miyabi is with Burnies. So this could also be a pretty good thing for players who did not get Yanagi or don't have enough gems to get Yanagi but have Burnies, so you could technically try that as well. As we get more information over these upcoming weeks, we'll have a clearer idea where and what is gonna work with best, but definitely the Lighter angle, I think it's more realistic now than ever before. Now let's also quickly talk about her V engine. Unfortunately, we do not know the functionality of what her V engine does. Currently the information does not exist, but we do know that it is of course an Anomaly V engine that scales on crit rate as of right now. I'll also very quickly go over Mindscape cinemas. Mindscape 1, while she's in Frost Moon stance, for every stack of Frostfall consumed, the basic attack Frost Moon will ignore 6% of the target defense up to 6 stacks. So this is effectively 36% defense ignore. This is definitely gonna hit very hard because this is one of her hardest hitting abilities within her kit. And also this defense ignore stacking system will go away once the Frost Moon stance ends. And also while she's within this Frost Moon stance, while she's hitting enemies in Frostburn state with a charge level 3 attack, this means using all 6 stacks of Frostfall, the target Frostburn is immediately removed and the attribute anomaly build-up rate of all teammates increased by an additional 10% for 10 seconds. So her M1 is definitely gonna make her much stronger, even stronger burst capabilities, which is very nice, of course. As for Mindscape 2, it increases her regular basic attack, and every 5th hit of her basic attack Windflower that hits an enemy, she gains 1 stack of Frostfall. So basically now her regular basic attacks allow you to get Frostfall stacks as well, and also when she enters the battlefield, she will immediately start with 6 stacks of Frostfall, and her crit rate will be increased by 15%. And also, as I predicted, it seems that her Mindscape 2 will indeed allow her to be played as an on-field character much better, because she will also gain stacks from her regular basic attacks. Mindscape 3 just starts. In Mindscape 4, damage dealt by Frostburn Break increased by 15%, and when Frostburn Break is triggered, Miyabi gains an additional 250 decibels. Speaking of decibels, I would also also like to talk about the 1.4 ultimate changes. Yes, they are changing how the ultimates work in 1.4 patch. As you can see on the screen, as of 1.4 patch, all characters have separate decibel meters, and characters generate different amount of decibels for themselves and teammates. When an ultimate is ready, a small ultimate icon will appear next to the character energy meter, and also there appears to be no cooldown on using ultimates, nor there is any change to ultimate decibel cost, which is still 3000. And also now there are new effects such as Miyabi Fort Mindscape, which I just mentioned. It will give her 250 decibels just for herself, so technically you would get your ultimates faster. And also currently we're not sure how the off-field decibel gain is split, the value between characters. We'll have to wait and see on that one. However, as of right now, all characters have a second decibel gain value equal to this multiplier of their original decibel gain value. So this is very interesting stuff. I am looking forward to see more in action, how this will gonna work since we're no longer having shared ultimates. And lastly, our Mindscape 6. Feel free to pause the screen if you wanna read it. I don't really wanna focus too much on this Mindscapes. Of course, it's gonna be very good as an M6. That's about it. So yeah, overall with Miyabi, she's looking very good. She will definitely shake up the meta of this game. And I do like this Frost gimmick she has. It's very interesting. And I do wonder whether this Frost attribute gimmick is only going to be exclusively for Miyabi or also for some other characters in the future. And perhaps even some other elements getting changed in this way as well. Very, very interesting stuff. Who knows? Maybe we get the wind element back in one shape or form. So yeah, I guess this is it for this video. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to write it down in the comments. Also, all the sources will be provided in the description down below. Feel free to check them out for further information. Of course, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, do note that I go over Honkai Star Rail besides Zenless Zone Zero on this channel, so more of both stuff to come. And yeah, that's it. I wish you a wonderful day and see you in the next video.